Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Yo.
What's going on?
Yo.
Ooh, it's Culture Club Wednesdays.
What's popping, everybody?
What's
Look,
pop?
I go by the name of Crisis. What's up?
I am Pika.
Hey, Pika, what's going on?
Pika.
DJ Pika in the
Special
building.
guest for today.
Yes.
And I'm
Yes.
your local cowboy, Willie B.
This month.
Howdy, y'all.
All right, so it's been a great week. Hey, what did y'all do over the weekend? What y'all get into, huh?
Woo.
Well, yesterday I was on the radio.
You was on the radio. Yep, sure was. You killed that.
Thanks to this guy.
Oh, high five. All around.
Yeah, for those who don't know.
You tried to do it.
Both of us.
Yeah, you tried to.
Oh, there we go. For those who don't know, I do have a radio show I do every Tuesday at 9 o'clock on Voice It. It's called Hand Me the Aux, where we play it's kind of like a game. We come up with a topic, and you have to play a song that's based on that topic. So one of the topics last night was like songs that you secretly mess with that other people wouldn't think that you mess with it. And my song was Since You Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson.
I can't breathe for the first
There we go.
time.
You know what I'm saying? There we go. So I was feeling good. So it was a good show. Pika came through. She had a show mix. She played nothing. Her whole set was a Cleveland mix. It was fire.
Ooh, look at that.
A lot of talent.
Fire.
So
A lot of
much
talent.
man.
It was dope. It was super dope. So that was great. So everybody tune in every Tuesday at 9 o'clock, man. We appreciate you.
What station is it?
It's voicearadio.com. Internet radio station. But it's lit because I'm number one on Voice It Radio because it's like 25 shows on Voice It Radio, but I'm number 30 in the nation.
Cool.
Of all internet radio stations, I'm ranked number 30. So I'm lit, bro. I'm super lit. Yeah.
Look at that.
You know, so and then go back a few more days, you know, we had Brandon Basics finally. You guys heard me talk about it a lot throughout the weeks, and every Tuesday, every Wednesday you heard me mention it on the show that we had an event was coming up with Mouse Jones and Wayne O'Clark. I must admit to you guys that we prevailed. It was a great turnout, great event. Gems were definitely dropped.
Ooh, child.
Pika came through. She mixed. Willie B was there. He helped with the production a great deal. It was super dope, man. Overall, I think that we definitely learned a lot of things as far as growing. I found a lot different thoughts of growth, and instead of worrying about other things that I might think that seem so important, it's really not. And talking to these guys who are in the industry and they feel like it's you're talking to our friends or people who are just like me and you every day who wake up and put their pants on one leg at a time. And I felt like we was in a good position. I felt it was a real good event. And through all the BS that came with it, it still turned out to be
pretty solid.
Pretty great.
That's good.
So, what about you, Willie B? Outside of Brandon Basics, and what else did you do this week?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea what I did. I shot some video. That's all I can remember. Shot some video. Stay on this production side. Gotta edit some more video. I have a gig coming up this Friday though. Social Late, Rhythm and Rhymes.
Hey, we there.
I just found out apparently I'm the featured performer. I didn't know that.
You're official. You're the.
I didn't know. Because they was like, hey, do you want to be a featured performer? And I figured all the performers is the featured performers.
What's the difference?
The other ones is spotlight performers. I don't know. Different events got different, wording and stuff. And they was like, oh, no, you the featured person. And I'm like, oh, so I really got to be the king of entertainment.
There we go.
Like I am.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
For me?
Yeah.
What I do over the weekend?
Weekend over the week so far?
What you got planned? What's coming up?
What I do over the weekend? This is terrible. I don't remember.
Y'all bad.
My memory's bad.
Y'all bad.
I'm going to let y'all know now.
You did the Culture Club. And you did Brandon Basics. You did Brandon Basics.
I did that.
You did. You had the radio show yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
I did something Saturday though. Oh, I did Silent Disco.
Yeah, you did.
Did I do Silent Disco?
Yeah, you did Silent Disco.
Oh, Silent Disco was one of the best feelings. It's probably one of the top parties I've done.
Okay, so how was it? So we heard that everybody was had their stations for you. We seen what color was your headphone?
I was red.
They said everybody was red.
It was a
you get red,
simultaneously because ideas to everybody
It's dope.
It was pretty balanced. But I did have
good job.
I did have my time.
Good job. Hey, so we want to shout out to a couple people who are in the building. Cody, what's up? I see a few other people here. Let's get into this joint though, man. I think it's quite necessary that we get into it. And before we do that, make sure y'all tell friends to like, share, comment, man, and also subscribe to the Q page. It's always awesome here. Not only is our show here, we have a bunch of other different shows. The Days, they have an amazing platform where they talk.
We got a new show coming too on
there
Thursday.
We go.
Reality check.
There we go.
Reality check.
There we go.
Woo.
I can't wait, man. So yeah, make sure y'all stay tuned in. Let's jump straight into it. James Ingram passes away.
Yes, Akron native.
Yes, take it away, because I'm sorry, like, I know that I should know, like, these things, and I should really be well aware of, like, are these artists and stuff of that nature, but I'm sorry, I'm not that familiar with James Ingram, and it's bad because I know he was a Akron native, and I know he did work with Quincy Taylor. I say Quincy Taylor. He worked with Quincy Jones. He worked with Quincy Jones. There we go. I had it together. I just had to put it together.
Yeah, basically Akron native, born in Akron, Ohio, known for singles such as Just Once, singles like Somewhere Out There. He tragically just passed away, age 66. I don't know what the causes were of death, but definitely somebody who looked, definitely was a name, a staple here, just how, artists from Shalimar, Rolls Royce. We definitely have a lot of heavy hitters that come from this Northeast Ohio area.
Definitely.
We're not just known for, being the rubber capital of the world or having the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but truly, I think some of the dopest music comes from Ohio. I mean, even if you look at like the Dayton area with Zapp and whatnot, you got pretty dope people. So definitely want to. We had to make that a topic today.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of been talking about it. And for all of y'all that's 50 and up, we wanted to throw that in there for y'all. No, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
We want y'all to know that we do care.
We do care.
We care.
We definitely wanted to pay homage to somebody who is an R&B legend in their own right, and definitely an Akron R&B legend.
Yeah, definitely. We salute you, soldiers. Definitely.
Peace.
So yeah, man, huge rest in peace, man, and hopefully we get some that will open, because like it sucks when people pass away. That's when people be like, oh, let me go listen to his music now. Like, oh, like sorry that it happened, but like I'm gonna be the one to be like that this time go around, because I shouldn't have just now heard about this artist, and I shouldn't have just been like, oh, he lit now. Like I should have been on his way.
Don't tell your mom that you just found out about James Ingram.
Knowing my mom, she gonna be like, you was conceived at James Ingram. What do you mean you don't know who?
Hey, got that R. Kelly born to my music?
Man, dog, chill. But people are so weird though. People are so weird that they would probably say something like, he your uncle. Like you don't know him, that's your uncle and your brother and your sister and your mom, your auntie's side. Like, man, I don't got time for that mess, man. So, real quick, shout out to Blue Smith. I see you in the building.
So happy birthday.
Oh, thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. For people who don't know, yesterday was my birthday. I had a great birthday.
You old.
I'm decent.
How old are you?
I am 29, people.
Really?
My last year in the 20s.
Oh, wow.
So, we're going to do a big one. I turn 30. Cody said when he's home in March, we got to have him on the show. You know what? It might happen. It might happen. Honest to God. The way, yeah. It's been nice though. Okay. Let's move on. Jussie Smollett assaulted in a hate crime. Yo, did y'all hear about this shit though? Like,
I actually did not hear about it.
Man, okay, so
it's been brought to my attention.
When I first heard about this shit, I thought it was like a scene that was like on Empire. Like, I thought it was like on something like this is gonna be on Empire. His character, he's walking outside from the studio, and he gets jumped by some guys for a hate crime of him being gay. But it's actually true. Like he was assaulted by two guys with masks on. They jumped him. They poured bleach on him, and then they put
bleach on him. That's what they said. The substance.
They poured bleach on him, and they put a noose around his neck and yelled out MAGA country as they walked away.
What was this at? Was he in New York or something?
This was in Detroit, I'm assuming. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago.
I just think it's very telling, to say the least, of the climate in which we live in here in America. It's really sad that in 2019 stuff like this is happening. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this as best as I can. Because of the way the political climate is right now, I think it has made a lot of people show their true colors.
Easy.
And it's very, for lack of a better phrase, telling of the fact. It's very telling of how far we have not come. How far we may have think that we have come, but we haven't. So
it's been like more so like it's been disguised in a sense. More so, yeah.
It's like toleration.
Yeah, like I feel like when it comes to it now, it's just like okay, cool. Like I feel like people felt like they forgot about it. Like it was like okay, cool, whatever. They can do them. We just gonna do us, but we not gonna be in the open with our hate or with our racism. We gonna keep it real quiet. But we don't rock with them. But then once it was like someone in power brought it back out, like, okay, cool, I got courage. Like that was like they liquid courage to be like, oh yeah, we on 10 now. Like we with that and we want to smoke with y'all. And it's getting out of hand, man. It's getting out of hand on a lot of different manners. Like it's just getting bad.
And just like Dr. King said, a threat, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And the fact that we're still dealing with issues that threaten justice and equality and basic civil rights is disgusting.
True.
It's disgusting. To physically abuse someone because of the way they choose to live their life that does not harm anybody else.
Right.
The way they choose to present themselves that is not in any harm to anybody else. To the way that they choose to love that doesn't harm anybody else. Like I think that's just so wrong. So definitely keep Jussie Smollett in y'all's prayers, y'all. And definitely be an ally if you can. Like here at the Q, we are allies.
Hell yeah. We support what's right. That's all. Like I don't care black, blue, white, yellow, whatever the case may be. Whoever you are, I don't care what your race, nationality, or whatever your sexual preference is. I don't care. I'm all in favor of what's right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I support that 10 times fold over anything else. Like I don't have no. That's how I'm raised, man. I don't support that shit. I don't care what the case may have been. I don't care what it is. If you right, you right. You wrong, you wrong. And I felt like that was a fucked up situation. And I pray that Jussie finds some type of justice out of this situation. And I hope that he prevails.
And I want to get y'all's views on this. I think it's funny how like you talk about stuff like the civil rights movement and people have peaceful protests. You dig? So why is it that something as peaceful of a protest as kneeling at the national anthem is frowned upon by millions, but when someone is literally attacked for the way that they choose to live, it is. I mean, obviously this is a story, but this is a story because he has some type of notoriety. He's famous, but in the grand scheme of things, and you could argue that Colin Kaepernick's instance is because he has some type of fame, but he's more famous now than he was before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why do you think we treat acts of civil injustice or outlandish acts of civil injustice much differently than peaceful acts of protest?
Well, it can be answered in many different ways. Like, so one way, of course, the general way of people think would be like, because who is it doing the kneeling? Who is the person who is taking this peaceful protest? What are they representing? Are they black? Are they white? Does this conflict with our money? Does it conflict with the situation that can be beneficial for us? And I think that's how they look at it. Like, well, with Colin Kaepernick taking a kneel, like he's a black man at the end of the day, and he's causing some type of ruckus of our money, and that's a problem. And they don't care what the reason is behind it. They just looking at it as, yo, you stopping our flow from our money. You stopping our money from coming in. So you have to be silenced. Like, so that's how I'm looking at it. Like, that's
what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Well, I've been a victim of tons of these type of instances, and so I've also witnessed violent protests and a form of peaceful protest. It's just sometimes it's kind of a hit or miss. When you talk about violence, it's like, what do you mean? You're talking about like, not necessarily actually being violent, but kind of more so having that angry approach. I think that's what is more so what it is when people say violent, because who really protests and goes around and like kills cops and stuff like that? It's more so just having this angry approach versus a more so docile approach to it. I mean,
Yes,
Go
ahead.
There's advantages to being more peaceful because it could be more of a silent thing. But if you're talking about like just peaceful boycotting, I went to Baldwin Wallace University. I graduated, and it's crazy because within this entire year, it was like all these weird racial things going on campus. And I don't know if you guys know about Bowen Wallace, but it was like the second college to even admit black people into it. But when we first got there, we couldn't live on campus.
Really?
So black people were like kind of fighting for the school, and BW is also private, and I don't know, they might get mad I'm saying this, but it's true, it's really true. So like the year before I graduated, I was walking to my dorm, and a car full of white young people like that I went to school with literally threw a bottle at my head and said "fuck you nigger" and kept running. But they, they're cowards, so they were too fast. I couldn't catch them, and the bottle it barely missed
went right past you.
So it turned into like kind of like a big thing on campus, but it came like silent protesting, like people who finally were part of like the cultural programs were like wanted to do stuff, and they had to approach it in more so of a what you call a peaceful protest. Like they couldn't just be angry. So I feel like there's times and place for it as well. And it's crazy because a lot of black students around that year, they actually did protests on campus. And it was just a lot going on as far as, dealing with civil rights. So it's like it can happen at any age, at any time. And so for me to actually live through it and see it, like I kind of can see the difference between the two. I can't say one's better than the other because sometimes it's just time. It's just a time and place to get rowdy. Sometimes you do gotta get your, your knees dirty, your hands dirty, and do the dirty work. Absolutely. So it's times and place, but it's really hard to say how you can deal with like those type of acts until it happens to you. But I will say is that both are equally, wrong to do, of course. And it's just weird. I mean, we know America doesn't want black people to threaten their power. It's just what it really is. I mean, Colin Kaepernick is necessarily threatening the power he has, because we know sports is just sports.
It's like a whole religion.
It is. It's almost like music, So. That's why it's kind of like so angry about him, and people really don't care. It's kind of like the opposite coin. Like this guy standing up, this guy getting beat up. They would rather see this guy getting beat up than this guy standing up. So it's crazy. I've actually never said the Pledge of Allegiance my entire life. And it never was like anything crazy that would happen. So when I finally found out that he like wouldn't say the Pledge of Allegiance, I really wasn't. I thought it was a thing people should always been doing, because I did it my entire life. I would get sent to the office in like 5th grade because I would not say it. Like, I would get in trouble as a kid, like, going toe-to-toe with teachers.
Right.
So, having that power, I would have did, too. I
feel you.
Ooh, that's heavy.
Heavy.
Ooh, that's
very,
heavy.
Right? Very.
That's heavy.
Like, so, man, and even more so, like what you said, like, man, I just think that, like, we just have to come to a complete, like, we have to, at what point do we have to start saying, like, yo, enough is enough, like, and really have to start standing for something? Because it's like, we look at a situation, and I say we as in our people, like we look at a situation and we'll be hurt by it for however long till the next situation comes about. And it don't even have to be nothing bad. Like,
we're very reactionary.
Yeah. Like so for instance, like this situation, we'll have a quick rise about it.
We'll talk about it on the Culture Club.
We'll talk about it on the Culture Club. But then next week is another subject that takes place, and we forgot completely about.
It's like albums in 2018.
Absolutely.
Over 350 plus albums in just hip hop, and it was too much to keep up with. There's so much injustice happening that it's almost impossible to keep up with.
Absolutely.
So I don't fault anybody for not being a constant advocate for every single thing. Like I don't expect anybody to do that. Be mindful. Yes.
There we go.
Be mindful. Things may not happen to you.
You must have grew up in church.
No, I actually am not. I'm spiritual. I know what I believe in, but I grew up very strong-minded, speak my mind. My mom, I never went to the zoo as a kid because my mother never wanted me to think that going to see animals caged up was okay. And I was literally in 1st, 2nd grade doing stuff like this, like a kid saying I don't want to do it and stuff. So I've grown up.
So you was the kid telling people that wrestling was fake and shit like that.
I watched wrestling. I didn't know it was fake. Then when I found out, it's just like,
can you smell?
I deal with it. I'll deal with it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, guys, man, feel free to let us know what y'all think, man. Damn, I see Haley just jumped in.
Oh, what's up, Haley?
Yo, I know you would have loved this conversation that we just had. Make sure y'all comment. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what y'all think about this whole Jussie Smollett. Not only Jussie Smollett, how do y'all feel in general about this whole injustice situations that's going on? To kind of get off topic but be on topic, I just seen that Chicago, it's being super cold outside. They said there was a couple of homeless people who passed away because it was super cold outside, right? And then it just forced me to think damn, we really in a terrible time where our taxes is being withheld and assistance is being pushed aside because all off the strip of Donald Trump trying to build this wall. Like, and I'm just looking like, damn, like, bro, like, do you not care what's really going on in the world? It's things out here that's way more important in your backyard. Like,
but have they ever cared about homeless people? They ain't never gave a fuck.
No.
Do you know how
like,
much it costs for homeless people to live in shelters? In Chicago, it's at least $13 a day.
Ooh.
I literally did a project when I was in school, literally, and I did it on poverty, and this was years ago. And those people have to pay money to live in homeless shelters.
Wait, if you're homeless, you have to pay to live in a homeless shelter?
Like us, a lot of shelters, there's fees to live in there. You got to think about how are they running, because they're actually feeding these people.
Yeah.
And it may be small amounts, like $13, but to someone who's literally
don't have
nothing at all.
All I got is $7 to my name, and I had this
and
for
it's
2
it's
weeks.
like as times get harder in the government, those things just get magnified by 10,000. And we also got to think about, like, social media and everything now. Like, you know, homeless people have been dying for years.
Mm-hmm.
Think about Chicago. Chicago's been cold for years. It's a cold place. But it's a reason why it's coming to your attention now. So it's like you be mindful of it now. But
Definitely.
a lot of things it's never been time. It's always been around the sun. But things, you know, they're magnified because the world's going downhill.
Definitely.
So as the government gets worse, you know, things like that get worse.
Yeah.
You know, less money to homeless shelters to keep up. And then they probably charging these people more to stay there. It's really being homeless is really we're really blessed not to be homeless.
Right.
It is to really have nothing and to think that these people are out here asking for change just to like sit somewhere and sleep.
Yeah.
Woo,
Well,
heavy.
Snaps. Well, I'll tell you who about to be homeless if they don't sit the fuck down. Your man Tory Lanez.
Oh,
Really?
gosh.
Listen,
Really?
So for those who have been under a rock and not knowing what's going on, your man Tory Lanez, he has been throwing shots and like he's been kind of like on this whole wave of like trying to get people to battle him. Like he wants to prove that he really can rap. He feel like he really can hold his own.
I think he can.
He's so arrogant. I kind of like him, but I like it, but
He is the real life Hakeem Lion.
I think, good job.
He
There
is
we
the
go. That's
real life
comparable.
Hakeem Lion.
That's comparable. I think he's a cornball, but I'll tell you why shortly. But like for those who know, like he took a couple of shots at Pusha T, he took a couple of shots at J. Cole.
Oh gosh.
And then Joyner Lucas stepped up to the plate first, and they had their dispute, and Tory washed him, of course. A lot of people like to say
I wouldn't say wash, but that's a different story for a different day. That's a different story.
He just said that he wanted to battle. He just wanted to smoke. He just told me he wanted to smoke.
Really?
Yeah, he told me that he wanted to smoke with J.
Did J.
Cole.
Cole respond?
Mm-mm.
He ain't got time for that.
Jid did though.
Woo!
JID.
Because Jid don't play, bro.
And that will be so beneficial in his favor because he's not big as J. Cole, but he's in the label with J. Cole, and it'd be so easy for him to be like, who is this guy? Oh shit.
He's Dreamville.
He's a part of Dreamville. Oh, and he can actually rap. Mm-hmm. Oh shit. And he sounds like Outkast. Oh shit. Oh, he's like I can see that happening because not like he has the image of a rapper. He has he can be marketed well, you know what I'm saying? So I can see the smoke happening with JID and Tory Lanez.
So give us the backstory on this Tory Lanez.
Okay, so Tory Lanez, you know what I'm saying? Him and Joyner got into it, whatever, boom, boom. They had their little dispute.
Whoop-de-whoop-whoop.
Some say Tory Lanez washed him, me in particular. I think Tory Lanez washed him.
Don Q?
No, Joyner Lucas.
All right.
And then as we speed up a little bit.
All right.
So Don Q and Tory Lanez got into another dispute. If y'all remember, on Funk Flex had a freestyle with Tory Lanez.
Okay.
And Tory Lanez everyone was saying like it was amazing. He did a good job. Oh my God, I can't believe he rap. No, this is Tory Lanez.
Okay, I see what you said.
Oh my God, Tory Lanez can rap. He sounds real well. I can't believe it. I thought he just could sing. I didn't know he had bars. He gave me Dipset vibes.
I can't believe it. The bars are on me.
They on me. But yeah, so they're like, oh, he really can rap. Yeah, he gives us Dipset vibes. And people were like, yo, he biting Don Q. Like this is Don Q's. Like this, he's taking Don Q's whole flow. This is Don.
Tory
Q.
Lanez is a chameleon though, and he's really effective at it. But continue.
So so eventually, you know, as Tory Lanez was online talking about the best. Right, he's the best rapper. No one can rap better than him. Don Q stepped up and he took a shot with "I'm not Joyner." Now, I must say,
I don't get that line.
I'm not Joyner?
I don't get it.
You're not gonna beat me like you did Joyner Lucas. I'm not Joyner Lucas.
But I feel like it was kind of like a diss to Joyner. Like Joyner couldn't rap
Sure
or something.
It was definitely.
But
Joyner
Joyner definitely can rap.
All right, so have you ever been in a situation like, all right, let's say for instance, like I said this before. Because first of all, in the words of the great Mouse Jones, I'm not pussy.
Okay.
So
there's nothing wrong with that, but I see what he means by that.
Yeah, I'm not pussy. So it was times where I got in situations where I get to talking fly.
Okay.
And let's say for instance I get into a situation with somebody and I will say, look, I'm not that nigga that you was talking to. I'm not him. So that's how I felt when Don Q said that. Like, I'm not joining.
I see from that
like, it ain't like I'm coming for him, but I'm telling you, my nigga, like, I'm not him. Like, you're not about to think you about to.
My question is this: when are people? All right, so this is what Tory Lanez second battle so far in the past recent months.
Yeah.
Why is everybody going for Tory first? Why doesn't somebody let Tory strike the first punch lyrically? Because then you can come back with some ammo. Because where people are messing up is Tory does his research.
Yeah.
Tory does his research, and he comes back, and he comes on that second song with some fire. And then everybody has that whole, like, remember, it was like Dormtainment when people was, like, laughing or something like that. Or, like, Dave Chappelle, when people like, oh, it'd be that whole moment when Tory Lanez come back. And it's because you gave him time to do the research.
Didn't he put a tweet out? He kind of shot the shot. I think he shot a shot because he knew he had the facts ready. He knew who was going to answer it, low-key.
So you think, all right.
He low-key, I feel like he was prepared for that. Because there's no way you about to do all that. Come on now. He said he was the best rapper alive. He said he want everybody to challenge him, some of the best lyricists in the game.
Right.
You know that he was prepared for that shit. He already had his shit lined up. It was damn near like, okay, I'm about to it was almost like he just had it like a whole framework of how he was just going to like body everybody. And
so do you think
he basically threatened the rap community? So of course they all gonna come at him like, okay, we about to handle this.
The crazy thing is
the Bronx came.
He came with it.
Definitely, the Bronx definitely came. Hybrid started, and then.
But here's my question to you. So you really think what he's doing is he's doing some research, and then he's like, it's almost like Pokemon, like, I choose you, Don Q.
Whoever answered the shit.
And then he knows Don Q is about to make
whoever
one.
Answered his it's like competition. Like he basically said, hey, I'm
I want the smoke.
Whoever want the smoke, come get the smoke. So whoever come get the smoke, he
ready.
He got something ready.
He gonna do his research
for the battle.
But I think, or
some type of strategic plan, probably, or how he gonna just like.
But I tell you who he wasn't strategically planned for. Dream Doll.
Woo! I thought, all right, so Dream Doll. I really thought she would have just.
What's up with that?
She basically made a whole diss on the fact that Tory was like, I hit for free.
Yeah,
Don Q had to pay. But here's my thing. I would have thought she would have just taken it to Instagram on the live. Instagram is not sponsoring this, by the way. And would have just addressed it that way. No, she made a whole diss that is arguably better than both of them.
You know, I got that diss. I want to say 2 hours before it was released.
Ooh, look at you. Ain't you in the industry?
On God. I got this 2 hours before it was released. I couldn't say nothing about it. But I heard it and I was like, I had to I was like, yo, somebody talking spicy. That's all I can say.
Yo, she was talking about sucking toes with the socks on. I was like, he did that.
When she said, yeah,
he did. I'm like, you don't make that up. You don't make that up. Like, oh yeah.
Did that. When she said that the Beijing bar was the funniest bar on there, though.
She let his skeletons out.
Yeah, the Beijing bar, the
one to smash with another dude,
the one to run a threesome with another dude, the bar where she was like, you Dejan Peterson. You Daystar Peterson, like you corny, like she lined it up perfectly well, like
which almost makes me think, did she know that was gonna be mentioned?
I don't think she did.
I don't know.
She came back so quick.
That's what make it so. That's what because it's Dream Doll, and then on top of that, it's Dream Doll. Like it's fucking Dream Doll. Like what do you have to do? But respond. You don't have nothing else going on but to respond. Believe you me, I know.
Nothing else going on.
I know.
She like modeling and
no, she rapping, she touring and she on her
little. Don't act like she just sitting at home on the couch. That. You ain't got nothing else to do. Like, why don't you just come over to Everest?
But I will say, if anybody benefited off of this, it was her. Dream Doll got the most. I think Dream Doll benefited the most from the situation because she was just a bystander and it wasn't a whole shot thrown at her. It was just saying like, "Yo, I smashed her."
Came out of nowhere
for free. You paid to smash, and then she came out and said,
And then define pay for smash. Like, what if Don Q just had some dinner?
He didn't smash.
Oh, he did.
She said it. She was like, "This is my bro." She was like, "This is my brother. We never did it on the song. We never did it."
And I wish we never did. Hooey.
So yeah, she said that, but the fact that she like the thing about Dream Doll is the fact that she really just like didn't care. You feel me? Like
at all.
She had nothing to lose. She had nothing. This is a win for her. This is nothing but a win. Even if it was like it's an underdog move because we not expecting Dream Doll to give us bars. We not expecting her to give us.
She really did though.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like we not because we not expecting it. We like, all right, it's Dream Doll. Like,
hey, we got a comment. All Tory got to do is pick a fire beat, let it ride for a good 15 seconds, and sing "I Still Beat Though" and cut the song off.
That's it.
Finito.
Shout out to Reese, man.
That's the only way he gonna come back. From
you gotta, yeah. That's Wayno said it too. My good brother Wayno. He said that he was like he shouldn't respond. He was like, if anything, just like say a little slick bar in a song, and I agree wholeheartedly with that, bro.
Because she's not in the beef. She's just outsider looking
anything. If Tory responds to this is not going to do nothing but be in her benefit.
But I do have a question. Tory, did you actually suck her toes with the socks on and then like suck through the socks? Because I need to know how to use
what kind of socks.
How do you all right, yeah. So was it because like girls be wearing like those pretty striped socks? You got that? Was it more like the stockings? If there was like regular track socks, I mean she probably just came from working out and then the feet was probably sweaty and nasty. Like
where did you see her at? Like now, see, like these are the questions I have, right? Like
where had socks on before whatever happened.
Where was they at to meet? Where she had
comment what type of socks one do girls be wearing, and then two, what type of socks was Dream Doll probably wearing?
She probably had them footy socks, those ones with the toes, the individual toes.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
She probably had those on.
Yeah. He was sucking her feet. But she said he was sucking her feet through the sock, or he just was, real fast. He was sucking her toes through some socks.
I want to say this.
Cody said he sucked on some Nike socks.
Man,
yo, she
checks
from the
over stripes.
She from the Bronx though. I wouldn't be surprised if she had on some black dry fits, bro.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with sucking toes though. I just think it's how do you suck toes through socks? I just need to know that. Let me know. I need to add that to my arsenal.
You don't. Blue said you don't just make that kind of shit up.
You don't. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't. That's not like that is literally I can't make this up because how do you sit down and be like, what if he was sucking toes? Like who sits in a room like a room of writers is like, what if he was sucking toes?
I feel like angry people don't lie.
Hey, bitch, you can say that nigga suck your
mad
toes,
at you. I'm
bitch.
not about to lie. I'm about to come with all the skeletons.
So fast. I got so much truth on you. I ain't got to lie.
That's why I don't understand why he would throw her the bus knowing all the shit he was doing with her. Right. That's how crazy.
And she said she was rocking with him heavy, like she liked him. Like
I fucked with you.
They could have been boot up, baby badu.
Talk to me nice. That's her turn. That talk to me nice shit.
Oh really?
Yeah, talk to me nice.
I didn't know.
She mean that shit. Listen. I learned two things in life. One. You don't go against the grain against a girl. You leave a girl the fuck alone. Because when she gets mad, it's over. She's gonna.
I feel like it's so many women in the industry that are holding it down.
The shade that women know how to hold. And once you piss them off and they release that shade,
hallelujah,
it is scary. That's the first thing I learned. And the second thing I learned is you don't go against the grain against a girl who's been on Love and Hip Hop.
Come on, Bishop.
Is you crazy?
Come on.
Do you understand what these girls really are capable? They are petty. They are the queen of petty. They know at least one episode water will be thrown.
Come on, Bishop.
Yeah.
Come on, like you don't go against the grain of these girls. So when you leave them alone. You leave those completely alone. Don't say nothing about these girls.
Hey, I need like a church trigger, like
dude. Got you. I'm telling you though, like you don't want to go against the grain of these girls because they are wicked, bro. Don't give them a reason. Don't give them a reason to throw shade. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The king of R&B said it best. When a woman's fed up.
Come on, bro. We're not doing that shit.
But it's so true, though. It's so true.
He lost his crown, bro. We beheaded him.
You ain't know about R. Kelly already.
We don't fuck with R. Kelly, bro. We don't fuck with him over here.
R. Kelly been on that shit, man. I wasn't fucking with R. Kelly a long time ago.
And while y'all in here, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Tag somebody in the comments right now so they can tune in. We want to hear y'all's feedback. We about to hit this next topic right here.
Yes.
Ye is suing Roc-A-Fella and EMI allegedly for overdue money that hasn't been paid. All right, so I want to know, how does like almost no artist own their masters? Because this totally puts everything into perspective for me when Kanye was talking about he was broke.
Yeah.
Because if he's not seeing many residuals, it's almost like every artist is almost just a work for hire at this point.
Absolutely.
Even if you're an artist performing your own songs, you only get paid when you perform it. You don't get paid on the back end when it's getting spun.
Unless you're on that 360 deal, you really don't. Get paid.
You are only getting paid for the physical work that you're doing,
Yep.
and it's almost like you're a slave to the industry. Which why people like Chance the Rapper have been preaching, independence and whatnot. And I see you got the 5 on the hat. Chance usually rocks the 3, but that's all right.
Shout out to Young Dolph for not signing that deal.
Woo! Did he not sign it? I thought they said he signed it.
He was independent, I thought.
No, they said he signed home. I think he signed too. I'm about to look. Let me look right now.
Because
he just made.
I
You know what's so crazy?
I hope he
Young Dolph just made a status and said that he wish he didn't sign the deals. I swear he did. Hold on.
He didn't.
I'm about to look it up right now.
I was too happy he ain't signed.
Hold on, let me see.
I'm sorry.
Damn, that's crazy you brought that up. That's crazy you brought that up. Yeah, he signed.
Sign it.
Young Dolph sounds like I should have never signed this fucking deal. Swear.
Oh.
Yep. I know. I went trip. I just seen that today. I just seen that
How did
today.
that happen if he said he didn't want to
He
do
said
it?
the record label.
Born in the 80s, crack baby.
Yep. He said the record label. He said the record label been bullshitting. He said you better sign this shit. Oh, he said that record label been bullshitting. They won't let me drop any new music. I knew I should never signed this fucking deal.
Dude, I thought he ain't signed it.
Yep, he signed.
Y'all need to be more like Frank Ocean and just finesse.
But see, Frank Ocean was in the deal, so he ain't had him on in the beginning.
But more about Ye, is this why he's focusing so hard on the shoes?
Man, I don't know what the fuck.
Because it's almost like Ye does not care about music anymore.
True.
Now, Kissy
Ghost
Ghost I thought was really nice. But that's just that magic you get when Cudi and Ye link up.
Yeah.
But
he probably just had his music buzz.
let's be honest. Huh?
What was that first song? He's like, Scoopity Beat.
Scoopity. That was just.
I feel like he was trolling.
Yeah, that was a troll song. And that was a shot.
Scoopity
That was a shot at Drake. That was a shot at Drake. That Scoopity Doo.
Poopty.
Y'all know. You know that was a Drake. That was a Drake.
He was
shot.
trolling
because that was the whole beef where Drake came and he was like letting him hear his beats. And he's like, I want this beat. And he was like, all right, cool, you can have it. And then like he was like right into it. And then he took it and he did Scoopity Doo over it. Yep. So yeah, but yeah, I think that is the case though. I honestly do think that like the reason why Kanye West is, and this could be a piece to his madness. This could definitely be parts of his frustrations, yo.
Is this why we haven't heard Yandhi yet?
Yes, absolutely.
But does this put that in perspective for y'all?
Yeah.
Damn.
This definitely do.
Because honestly, as an artist, I wouldn't want to put out something that I think is really groundbreaking because that's what Ye is known for. Yeah. Ye is known for always sonically pushing the boundary when it comes to hip hop. So why would he want that next piece when he's trying to go into this next part of life with the shoe game, with music, with fashion? Why would he want his next creative masterpiece to be pretty much not his?
Yeah.
Him not have any type of ownership to it. So that does make sense, and that does. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think Ye was that good.
Mm-hmm. No.
And this comes from somebody who loves Ye's album.
I said the same thing.
I feel like that was purposely put out because he wants to put out Yandhi.
Yeah.
But
wow, that makes a lot of sense though. That makes a shitload of sense, and it put everything into perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It puts everything into perspective. Not just like okay, like I'm just gonna drop. But why haven't he spoke on this?
And I don't know. But I also think this is why he went on this whole rant last year.
Oh, when he was like in different cities doing rants.
Like he wanted to get dropped off, and people like, we don't want your music. Like EMI or Roc-A-Fella, like we don't want your music. Take it, whatever. Here's your masters. Cause people like Prince had to fight for their masters.
Yeah.
And Ye probably figured if I just wild out, they might just give it to me. Wrong.
Yeah, no.
College dropout is still worth so much.
Wrong. You fucking crazy. As you can see, if you the more noise you make, the more noise comes your way. So the louder you are, the loudest person in the room is the weakest when it comes to the business. So you showing us that you got a following. Oh, you showing us that the people fuck with you. So why would I give you your shit? But no, you bring money in.
Mm-hmm.
The people that are here to support you are off the shit that you want. Your past shit. So I don't have to get
understandable.
That makes sense.
Understandable. But hey, it puts a lot of stuff in perspective.
Definitely do.
Yeah, make sure you in them comments, y'all. Tag somebody in there.
Shit going on,
woo, child. All right, we at your favorite part of the show.
Yes, this is my favorite part of the show, people. It's called For the Culture, right? So what we do is we set up some type of I guess it's like a what is this, like a get rid of trash, or I don't know what we.
Well, today is a pick one.
Yeah, pick one. Okay,
This
is a pick one, right? So it is simple. Who deserves respect on their name? Now, we have my dog Pika in here. She is a great, you know what I'm saying, DJ. She has amazing sound, amazing knowledge. She kills the game. So, the options are Jacquees, Queen Naija, Soulja Boy, Tyga, Tiana Taylor, and Tory Lanez. Who deserves more respect on their name?
How did
Right
they
now?
get branched together? Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy, the Godfather. Hip hop.
Soulja Boy shouldn't be put with 6ix9ine.
Six.
Who was on that?
Oh no! All right, Jacquees, Queen
Oh, that's
Naija.
Tyga. I thought 6ix9ine.
That's Ty. Oh, that's funny because they do look like.
Far away.
All right, we're gonna blow the picture up for him real quick.
Far away, I couldn't see who that was.
We're gonna blow the picture up. Now you can see
What
for
does
real.
Queen Naija have to do with this? What's happening with her?
Because
that
everybody's
she's
saying
up for
like
top
she
eight?
can't really sing. People has been real bad. People has been bashing Queen Naija.
Oh, that's because
Queen
she comes
Naija
on
is
social
the
media.
Jacquees of music right now. She's a female Jacquees.
Oh, she's doing a lot of covers.
She's a female Jacquees.
Nah.
She's a female Jacquees.
Yeah, none of them.
She's a female
None of
Jacquees.
them have.
She's a female Jacquees. How many times I gotta say it?
Yeah,
Why do you feel that way?
None of them fucking with Soulja
You
Boy.
don't have to worry.
Soulja Boy, man.
That's her song too? Wait, no.
You don't have to worry.
That song is
about me.
fire. It's not. That song's not good.
All Queen Naija songs
God.
sound like
See,
reference
they
tracks.
said that's easy, Soulja Boy. Y'all already know.
Soulja Boy deserves the most respect.
Of
What about
course.
Tyga?
I
Tyga,
think,
what?
but just because he had that single last
I
year,
want to see somebody just put Tyga in the comments.
Tyga, none of them have anything to do with
No.
Soulja Boy. In the day, Soulja Boy has done too much for that. Soulja Boy is just,
all right. If we talk
Soulja Boy
about,
is what he is, man. I don't know how to explain it, but Soulja
All
Boy
right.
is just what he is.
I'm gonna say right now at this point in time, we need to put more respect on Tory Lanez. Man.
But we're not
Why?
disrespecting Tory Lanez, though, right?
Why?
But he not getting the respect he deserves because he is the first effective chameleon since Drake. And by that I mean sonically he is able to weave in and out of different sounds, sound like other people, and having
But is that good?
authenticity of it that we
Yeah.
have not seen since Michael Jackson. Think about that for a second.
And not to mention, he never had a bad album. Tory Lanez never had a bad album.
There's a reason why he is what he is, because he's talented, but I definitely would not say he's over Soulja Boy.
As far as respect-wise, you would
I
respect.
think he needs more respect right now. I don't feel
We're
like
talking about this right now, and since I still got
No, just in general. In general, like just off this list alone, like who in general of the history.
is it somebody else on that we
Yeah,
have?
Tiana Taylor.
I mean, but
Haley said Tiana Taylor, and I kind of agree with her. She said Tiana Taylor. She's a dancer. She's a writer, music video director, actress, model, personality. She's mad talented. I agree. I feel like Tiana Taylor never got her just due. Like I felt like she's always been put in situations where like she's never been like got her she never got her just due at the end of the day. Like like her album should have been way better. It should have been marketed way better than she
I
never
can
had a
agree
great
with
market when it came to her albums. It felt like her last album was rushed because it was put into that we dropping a new album every month, and it was like I feel like she was put into that and like
You talking about Tiana Taylor?
Yes.
Here. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say it right now. Being on good music is toxic to Tiana Taylor's career.
You think?
I know.
So
I know.
So
you wanna know why? You wanna know why?
I'm glad you brought that up.
Because
Okay.
she's on a label who has Kanye as the head, and really the only person that was gonna go head to head and tell them when they disagree with Kanye is Pusha T.
True.
And let's put this into another perspective. Pusha T is the type of artist that does not care whether he hits the charts or not.
True.
That is a perfect marriage
True.
for that label. The other artist that is a perfect marriage for that label is Kid Cudi. Why? Because Kid Cudi is like right under Ye's wing, sonically and everything else.
nigga bounce.
That's fine. For Tiana Taylor, she cannot be on good music.
Okay. I got one for you then. So who would you trade for Tiana Taylor? Would you trade SZA for Tiana Taylor?
for good music.
For her to go on TDE?
Yeah, would you put Tiana Taylor in TDE for SZA?
This is good. We might need to save this for later.
Who would you trade?
Label swaps?
Label swap. Oh yeah.
Label swaps. I think if we traded Tiana Taylor for man, this is difficult, man. This is right on the fly. If we traded Tiana Taylor, what label is LMA on?
LMA.
Let's see.
Is she like on Jive? Is she on Jive?
Let's see.
Is LMA on Jive Records? Ooh.
That's a good hum right there, buddy.
Interscope.
Interscope.
Boom. I don't know. Yeah.
That'll work.
I think that'll work. I think that's a better fit.
That'll work.
You trade LMA for good music on good music?
I would put LMA on good music.
Huh?
That might be beneficial for her. Because I know for a fact.
And if it's not, she got booed up and she got tripped, and we good with that. That can play for the rest of her career.
Oh, I'm liking these comments. Hold on one second. Reese said Tiana Taylor always got a reason why something went wrong. Def Jam did my video wrong. Kanye changed up the records on me. On my album. Do your video the way you want it to be done.
She can't. Yo, y'all don't understand that. Yo, when you are on a label, you have to operate within the confines of what that label allows for you. All artists do not have creative control. All artists do not have full creative control.
But they
y'all gotta understand that.
They do put it out there that way on Good Music.
No, they don't. Pusha T already addressed that. He was like, "Oh, I was in the studio with Ye, and Ye said Tiana was getting this beat. I wanted this beat." Yo, Ye runs that label. Because that's the only creative control he got musically right now, because he don't own his masters. So y'all really got to understand that these labels is operating in corporate ways that y'all ain't never seen before, because it's behind closed doors. And we find that out every year when another documentary comes out about how somebody wasn't getting their money. I'm sorry, I sound really passionate about this right now.
You are.
But it's just like, things ain't just, I'm going to say no, I'm going to do what I want. That's not how it goes. You were signed to certain amounts of album deals. You were signed to how far away you can put your album out. When you sign on that dotted line, you are within the confines of what you signed and agreed to.
Right.
So why do they complain after the fact then?
Because they didn't know what
this person saying that she always says something goes wrong.
Because they think it's in their
we
best
don't
interest.
hear about it until after she put the product out and telling us.
Because it's one of those situations where it's like, because it's not like, okay, let's put it, all right, so in perspective of what's going on. Kanye don't think, or whoever it is who's making these decisions don't have a thought of, I'm going to ruin her career, or I know that I'm doing this.
Yeah, he did that with Drake's video.
It's funny. But, like, he's like, they're not thinking like, I'm doing this. In their mind, they're doing this in the best interest of the artist.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not.
He's thinking that, though. In his mind,
thinking about Ye, or is Ye thinking about the artist? Ye thinking about how he wants the artist to be looked. I feel like Ye, a lot of times he's looking at how he wants them to be perceived, because he's such the puppet master sometimes, because that's his role, and that's why I don't know. It's probably mad conflicting for him, but I think a lot of times it's kind of like how Kanye wants it to look, and it's like, and that's probably why a lot of them complain a lot when it comes to Kanye, because they're like, man, he doesn't hear anything I'm saying for real. It's just, and you would think because they're so close and they're friends that he will understand, but they don't understand that he's still who he is, like, business-wise. So that's why a lot of times he really has the right not to care what they think. When your friends doing business, that's why it gets weird.
You know how parents always be looking out for their child's best interest, but at the same time it's a detriment to their child?
Yeah.
Boom. Good music. Good music.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then I think
listen to Nas's album.
Oh, that's just trash.
Boom. Case in point, y'all. Case in point. Thank y'all for tuning in. Yep.
That's just trash. Let's read it. I got a couple of comments I do want to read. Steven Beasley, what's up, my dog? He said Pusha is the CEO, so you can't really sit. Yeah, he's the president. President.
Who's the
Pusha
CEO?
T. Pusha T is the president of Good Music. He's not the CEO.
Kanye is.
Which means he still has to report to Kanye West. That's basically like you're out of town, so I need somebody else to run.
He's like the club manager.
There we go.
Boom.
There we go. So yes, he is the CEO. He handles all the small issues. So if I don't agree with, if Tiana Taylor can go to Push, like he said, she would yell at him all the time about certain issues. He would take them to Kanye, but if Kanye was like, look, this is how we doing it, and that's the final say, it's nothing Push can do about that. So he has to run and gun off of that. We got a few more. Justice for Jesse. Yes, sir. If I indebted to a label, I'm gonna fuck shit up. That was the point of mixtapes. That's funny. Haley says she has no say even when her shit drops. They dropped her album without her even knowing. She found that shit out with us.
Case in point. Here goes. All right, let me put it like this. Say you baking some brownies, right? Mm-hmm. You got all the ingredients together. You mixing it up. You put it in the pan. You put it in the oven. Now Kanye, you got to take this out.
Yeah.
It is Kanye. Yeah. Kanye lets the whole brownie batch burn.
Right.
I'm not mad at Tiana for saying it's not her fault because certain stuff is a certain way.
Yeah.
She didn't want her album to be 7 tracks. She vocalized that on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
How like when Iman was like, "Well, is this track gonna be in there?" She's like, "Well, I only get 7 tracks."
Yeah.
That sucks for artists.
True.
Artists do not have full creative control, and y'all gotta understand that it's not like.
It's not a label as good as we think.
It's just like it's just like being in the business. It's just like working. All right, listen. Either you gonna work at a company and you gonna abide by their rules, or you gonna start your own business and you gonna have to take hits and losses.
It's like working a 9 to 5.
That's all it is to
We're
it. Like
not.
that's all. So look, man, people, we definitely appreciate every last one of y'all for tuning in this week, man. Look, it's been a great episode. It's actually a long, but it was all good. We had some great ass conversations.
50
How long
minutes.
was it?
50
Really?
minutes. Yes. Hey, Terrence, man, we appreciate all your comments that you putting in here, bro. Make sure you're here next week, as a matter of fact, bro, because we're going to need this same energy.
Yeah,
we need this
true.
energy next week, bro. So make sure you're here next week, same time,
9:30
sharp. We're going to need you here. As a matter of fact, tag people.
So they can rewatch it.
So they can rewatch this, because we actually was talking about this earlier in the show. So tag people, and tag more people, bro. We appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Anybody want to see us the show next week?
Next week, if I could invite anyone to watch the show, I'm going to invite Pika to watch the show. You know what I'm saying?
Are you actually going to watch it? Be
Yes,
honest.
of course.
Yeah, I got to invite Pika.
Hey, if she's saying that because she on it, she's like, yes, of course. And then you going to text her next week. She's like, hey, where were you? Oh, well, you know.
I ain't got a Facebook.
I had to practice my DJ set for Friday.
You know what I'm saying? I was in there scratching and scooty bap. Here we going.
Scoopity poop, poopity scoop, scoopity scoop. And you like, what are you texting back? Just random scoopity poop.
That's all you
I'll
see.
recover my Facebook after 6 years.
Like, Pika, where are you? Scoopity doo, poopity scoop. What? Right. Yo, so who would you invite for next week, bro?
I want Tory Lanez to tune in.
There
next
we go.
Week.
And Dream Dog.
Tune in next week.
I want Tory Lanez Beijing that was on Dream Dog's legs to be tuned in next week. That's
and I want the socks the Dream Dog was wearing to tune in.
I want they still got to be drenched though. They still have to be drenched.
Ew.
I want them all to be tuned in. Definitely still tuned in. Reese, man, invite Parker to come next week. God damn it, she need to be here. I want to see her in our chat. Who else do I want to see? I want to see. I got a few other people in my mind. I'm thinking. On my school, all the people who go to my school who I work. I need y'all to be tuned in. This is what y'all want to do. Y'all should watch this shit. It's amazing.
Scoopity poop.
Scoopity scoop.
Poopity scoop.
Scoopity scoop. Yeah, that's all I got for now. Anything y'all got anything planned? What you got going on?
I'm at Social 8 this Friday.
There we go. This Friday I'm there. I'm there with my dog. Am I bringing you out?
I think so.
All right, cool.
We could have kept that a secret. Too late now.
No, don't worry about that. I'm not bringing you out. I'm not bringing him out. I'm not even gonna be there no more. I'm gonna be in Canton.
Anything you got coming
Pika,
up?
what you got going on?
My stuff's always hit or miss all the weekends, but I do have like a really cool party coming up. I started called the Funk House with my friend on Phrases. We're gonna have it downtown. We're not telling location yet, but we're gonna have it on the 9th of February. And it's gonna be all funky music, of course. We're gonna play like psychedelic trap, funk, everything funky. We play it. It's gonna be no cover too, so you guys come get down.
I'm down.
Cool. I don't even sleep with covers, so that's great.
It's gonna be a real good time.
We there. We are there.
All right, y'all. Without further ado, this is the Culture Club.
Yeah,
I'm Willie B.
I'm Pika.
And I'm your local homeboy Crisis. Look, man, gang, let your nuts hang. Gang shit, man. See y'all later.